All right, so we are on the Micro E-mini Nasdaq 100 because we got to get better. We're going to hit the replay. We're going to try to get a feel for the market. When I first started trading, I was trading the Nas100 and got wrecked. I made a lot of good trades, but really got lucky. It's not the kind of thing you want to do when you're starting out trading. You don't want to jump on something like this. It moves fast, and as opposed to like the Forex, it really starts to add up quickly. So we are going to hit replay right up here, and we are going to just jump back. Let's see, let's jump back to the beginning of the month. Let's do that. So let's go to the beginning of the month. Let's see, 4th, 3rd, 29. Actually, let's see how far back we can go. Maybe we can do... this seems good. Let's go to the Monday the 19th. Oh, we can go further. Okay, let's go back as far as it'll let us. Okay, let's just start on the 19th because that's February 19th. Let's see where. Okay, we don't have our indicator on. Let's see the market sessions. There we go. Okay. So let's see what our market sessions are at. London currently starting. At this time, daylight savings hadn't kicked in, so I think we'll be fine for this point. So let's go ahead and make it big ups. We'll enlarge it so that we can get a good look at it. And let's see what New York was doing, the range here. And what I'm doing is I trade the ranges. I do really, really well when we're trading ranges. This is what I learned under the watchful eye of Jean over at Jasper Forex. He helped me develop a strategy that I could use pretty much in everything. So it's not his strategy per se, but it's a strategy that I developed through his strategy. And it's worked for me pretty dang good. So kind of what I do is I look for ranges and I just trade those. So I would put like, here's the range right here. And if we're going for a sell, every time it goes up, I would sell. So if it touches here, sell it. Touches here, sell it. Touches here, sell it. Touches here, sell it. And eventually you can see that it goes from being a sell to being a buy. So stop loss permitted or awareness of what's going on, allowing, I could either sell here and then get out, or just know that I would have done really well here. And what I'm trying to develop is the intuition to see things like this and know that it's time to get out, or try to average myself out and sell close at this point. Once again, all skills and techniques that I learned from Jasper Forex on YouTube or jasperforex.com. Still learning. Jean is a wealth of knowledge. He's been in the business for a long time and still learning a lot from him. So this is what I would do. I would take it here, and then once this is broken, I would wait and then let this develop. Normally I put my next zone like right in there and then watch and see how it happens. And I try to go zone for zone. I don't try to get ahead of myself. I'm trying to play the market as it unfolds, because I don't want to, for example, I don't want to be in the market too long. I don't want to be in any longer trades than I have to. So this is good right there. I would probably, even after this set, I would probably stop trading for the day. I'm in an evaluation right now, and my goal is to make $100 a day. I don't want to make more. I don't want to make less. If I make less, that's quite all right. I'm perfectly happy with making less, as long as I don't lose money or I don't screw up my average. So this is the next step I would do. I would go here. Once it broke up here, then I would adjust accordingly. So I'd be like, okay, what is this doing? This is kind of bouncing around in here. So that's where I would trade. Once it broke, then I would kind of play in this area right here. Started right there. And then as the day unfolds, I would adjust accordingly. So we got a top here, then it would come down top here. And because we are in seller's territory, I would be looking for a sell. So until we breach this area right here, I would just constantly be selling. Sell here, sell all the touches. I'm not looking for a lot either. I'm looking for 5 points. We're not making tons of money. On the E-mini, I'm looking $5 a trade. So you can see if I $5 here, $5 here, $5 here, $5 here, it starts to add up. The little numbers start to add up to big numbers. I'm not trying to catch this run. I'm not trying to catch this run. I'm just trying to make many good hits. I'm trying to hit more than I collect. I don't want my score to be too high too soon. So that's why I'm looking for the sell. So I'd sell here, sell here, sell here, sell up here, sell up here, and then since I'm only catching 5 points, this break I would have missed it completely, which is a-okay by me. And then readjust. Would have put it here. Watch this happen, and then so I'm constantly readjusting what my range is. And this, once again, the reason I do it this way is so that I am not trading too much. I'm not going too big, or I'm not taking huge risks. I'm just in the moment, trying to figure out what is the market doing. And if I keep that sell mindset, then I'm constantly looking for the sell. So like I said, I'm not going to start buying until it breaks this area right here, right in here. This is when I decide, look, I think it's time to start buying, because we've broken higher than this area where there's a lot of tension right there, and then seller takes control. So all under here is just sell. And if you can see, if you keep that mindset, constantly sell instead of trying to focus on the buy, and then it drops again. If you're thinking buy, this right here was going to wreck you, because you're just thinking, oh, it's going to go higher. And it's not what it's going to do, because it's not what it did. And even when Tokyo starts, it's the same deal. See, look at this range right here. I would watch this happen, collect my 5 points in here, and then just wait for structure to build right there, some kind of range. And then once I started seeing it bouncing back and forth, and I'd be like, okay, sell here, bam, collect, sell here, bam, collect, and then watch the price keep going, watch this range build, and then you can see, okay, are we now that we're tested the previous low, are we going to start bouncing up? I guess time will tell. Since that's where we are, that's what we're looking at. And that is what we are about to play right now. So let's get our little range here. Let's see what the range is. Looking good. Okay. So we got a nice range building. If I would have traded earlier, I probably would have still... Actually, I would still be selling. From this point, let's see, still be selling. Yeah, I would still be selling, because we are testing this area right here. And until we breach this area, so our new breach point to consider is right here. And once we breach this, it is no longer a sell. We may be starting to buy. So let's keep selling and see how it works for us. You can see our range already has been broken, and this is the new spot that we're going to be trading. If this goes up again, we'll get in it for a sell. So let's push play and see what happens. I like to get something not super fast. I don't want to trade faster because that gets you used, or it gets me, at least it gets me used to trading fast, and the market isn't fast. The market is slow. So I like to set it to 0.3. Sometimes I'll even set it to 0.1 just to kind of get that anxiety, get that feeling of the real market. I'm not trying to get used to trading super fast. Not yet, at least. That'll come soon. So let's let it play out and see what happens. For the sake of the stream, though, let's speed it up a little bit. So we're looking right here. This is the area that we are contesting. I mean, odds are it comes up to here and then drops again to this level right here. And test that before it bounces up. So this looks like a good spot to throw in a sell, and then we would adjust 5 points. So yeah, so you see, I'm not trying to make big bucks. I'm trying to get my average, my batting average up. And then, do we hit it? Nope. And as it goes up, I'll throw in more. So let's sell it a little bit more. Bam, there we go. Collect that check. $24. Because it broke through our point. And then last night was a good night. Let's sell again. Let's throw in our take profit right there. And let's see how it plays out. Okay, so we'll go in for another sell. Bam, again. Look at that. See, it's almost like magic. And let me tell you, this is a technique that I developed under the teachings of Jean-Francois Boucher at Jasper Forex. Because what I've learned when trading is that you can't replicate someone else's success, no matter how strict you copy them. You just can't do it, because what that person is doing is unique to them. It's something that they've developed over time. So I stopped trying to copy Jean bit by bit, and I started being like, okay, let me take the things that he showed me, that he taught me, and let me kind of use everything else that I've learned from trading, and let me try something new. Let me try to develop something that works for me. And this is what I developed. And as you can see, it's working pretty good already. We're already up $46. Throw in a sell right there. All right, so the furthest I will go is probably up to here. And I'm willing to risk $250. So let's put our take profit. And let's go our stop loss to, let's make it 100 just for now, because as we add more, that's going to go up, and I don't want to risk more than $250 per trade. So it's really upside down. It's almost ridiculous that I'm willing to risk $250 to make $5, but the chances are it doesn't go up to $250. Chances are I'll stop it at this point. Like, this is the point that I'm eyeballing, and most likely it'll go up, it'll rebound, and then it'll do whatever it's going to do. So we are playing, we're literally living in the market. We're literally watching the market unfold as we do this. And this is the kind of trading that I like. I don't like the set and forget trading. I like being in the market because this is the job that I've been dreaming of. This is the thing that I find most fun, is getting high points, scoring. Okay, we got it leveling out. And it's coming back down. But is it coming back down? Okay, it looks like it is. That would have been a perfect place. Okay, here's a good place to put in another. Let's see. I don't know why the time frame. Okay, let's turn off these time frames because they are way off. So what I'll normally do is, let's see, here's Frankfurt. So let's put a marker for Frankfurt and then a marker for London Open at 2 o'clock. Okay, so that's normally what I'll do. I don't use this as much anymore because, as you can see, it's way off. Something's wrong with it, and it's been doing that a lot, so I don't use it as much. I kind of just like to eyeball it. Okay, so here's Frankfurt Open and then London Open, and then we'll just play it like that. Another thing that kind of could tip me off to not sell anymore is that it has broken above our range, but it hasn't broken above this range right here. It's bouncing off the bottom of it. So that's kind of making me think, okay, it's going to come down a little bit more before it goes back up. So there is a chance and a high probability that this trade plays out before we get a bounce up. And I'm willing to take that risk. See, we're already $12 in profit. My goal was $5. We've more than doubled it. I could close it right now and be happy, but I'm going to go and see if we can get our hit, if we can hit the take profit. Let's go ahead and do that. And I'm willing to throw in a little bit more. Let's see what, see right there, 260. So I'm going to just lay back on the, on throwing stuff in. We're going to bring this down to my comfortable zone. 248 is good. I'm happy with that. This, why do I have my stop loss so high or so far? Or why do I have the long tail stop loss, I believe is what it's called. It's because I don't ever intend on the stop loss getting hit. This is also something that Jean has taught me. I don't ever intend on the stop loss getting hit. I intend on managing, but this is in case there's like a big move, like news comes out or some kind of global event to where this gets rocked and price jumps. Hopefully my stop loss will keep my account safe from getting completely demolished. That's what this is for. This is to save. This is a safety switch for the whole account so that it doesn't get blown completely. That's why we have the stop loss, and that's why we have it so far, because we're supposed to be managing it between the stop loss and the entry. That is my responsibility as a trader. That is risk management at its purest. Let's continue trading. So we got it up, and it looks like, so the next time it comes down to our price, I'm gonna absolutely close it, and closing it. Bam, there we go. See, $32 on that trade, and we're up so far with just these little trades. We're up $78. And now we're gonna readjust this to fit the range that we are currently in. And let's get rid of this because we don't need that. And as you can see, Frankfurt is now open, and we are working our way towards London Open. Let's keep going. And so you see, with the new range that we've just laid out, you can see perfect sell, and then a sell, and then of course we're still sellers. Why? Because we haven't broken this area right here. So we're going to keep selling, and we're going to keep selling for small profit, because that will also ensure us that if price reverses, we can get out at a fair price, at a fair loss. We don't want to get those huge losses. So let's keep going. Also, I feel like I need to address, why am I using a line chart? I like the line chart because I can see price clearer than you can with a bar chart or candles. See, the candles are... Why does it look like this? See, you can't even really see the movement. You kind of got to eyeball it, and it gets a little confusing, like a magic eye. But if you use the line chart, then you can get a clear path to what price is doing. There's no high, there's no low. There is just, at this point, price was here. At this point, price was here. It's a matter of fact pricing. You know, there is no, okay, here's the open, here's the close, and here's where it was at its high. It's just like, no, this is what it is, and take it or leave it. And I take it. So that's why I like it's simple. It's easier to read, and that's why I like the line chart as opposed to candles or anything else. It's easy to read. And you can see price going down. Are we testing the low again? That's before I deleted this arrow right here, that's exactly what we were thinking it was going to do. It was going to go up and then go down, retest this low, and then bounce up. See, we got London about to open. At this point, I'm redrawing the range, throwing it about right here. I don't like to put it out that long. I like to keep it simple. As the range is unfolding, then I'll stretch it. Otherwise, you can see that this was very small before it broke down, and we don't know how big this is going to be. So we play it by ear, and we just watch the market unfold as it unfolds. That would have been a good place to sell. London is now open. And let's see what London does. So let's move this over here. London looks like it's selling. Ooh, I take that back. It's a good thing I didn't get in yet. All right. I think we may be buying now. So let's just kind of consider what we're looking at here. We have this range right here from Frankfurt, and it was a really small range, broke down, and then a lot of buying power to the upside. So that's going to be my first clue that we may start looking at a buy. It didn't look like it came all the way down to what we were thinking. And it being only 1 hour in. Let's see. Let me adjust this real quick. I'm thinking it's I'm just going to wait. We're going to wait and see, because that is what you need to do. You can't, if I don't know what's happening, I'm not going to play. I'm going to wait until I'm at least more than 50%. If I'm on the fence, I'm not going to do anything, because 50% is just too low a risk. It's too high a risk and too low a reward. But from what I'm thinking, I'm guessing we're gonna start buying. There is a new range forming, and it is up here. And this also, you can kind of start to see where I guess you could say support and resistance is on a smaller scale. You can see it broke through here, bounced off this line right here, and then of course we have another area right there where it shows us, okay, here is now support. This is now the area that we're bouncing off. So the probability is that this is going to come down. Once it hits this, we're buying, and we're going to watch it jump up over here, or we're going to get burned. But I'm starting to lean more. I'm going from 50-50 to I don't know what's happening to more of 40% that it's a sell to 60% it's a buy. So I'm leaning towards a buy now. And I'm hoping I get the opportunity to buy. Otherwise, it's just going to take off without us, and we'll try again next time. Okay, so it's slowly coming down. Oh, is it? Yeah, there it goes. Come on, hit our line. Hit. Okay, good. I'm buying. Let's set our take profit. And then set the stop loss. Let's go 150. I don't need it that much. All right, so push play, and we'll see how it goes. Immediately collected. And since it's still at our buy area, let's go ahead and open up another buy and set our take profit and our stop loss 150-ish. That's good enough. And push play. Are we going to get another opportunity? Okay, let's add a little bit more size. Let's add a little bit more size. I could close it right now. Okay, so see, I could close it right now. We've almost quadrupled our profit. We've almost quadrupled our goal. We wanted $5. At this point, we almost have $20. I could close it now and be more than happy, or I could see if it's going to go and make $36. At this point, I'm willing to let it go to 36. And bam, we got it. So this is something that I've learned after taking so many hits, after taking so many losses, because I had been trying to swing for the bleachers. Every time I go in, I've been trying to be like, okay, I'm gonna catch a move from here to here, and I would wait and wait and wait, and then I'd be stuck in a trade. So if I entered a sell here and I'm expecting it to go down here, I would be stuck for, since let's see, that's 8 o'clock, 7 o'clock, from 7 o'clock to 5 a.m. I would be stuck in a trade when I just made several trades. I made like, what, 4 trades total, and I'm already $130 in profit, because it's easier to catch a small amount than it is to try and catch this big move. And the only way I understand that is because I have tried to catch big moves almost my entire trading career, and that's about 1.5 years now. So what I realized is it's easier to get these small wins and than it is to ride the train, you know. And since we're still going up, I'm gonna keep buying. You can see this range right here didn't last very long. We're already back in this range originally, and that's exactly how I would have played it. I would have been like waiting to see, okay, so we're bouncing up. Right here would have guessed that it was going to go up, came back down, I still bought, and then of course we're back in this range. So this area right here is proving to be very significant. This might be the launch pad to carry us up. So let's continue. If it comes down again, I'm buying more. Okay, let's go. Let's set the take profit. 0.05 right there, and our stop loss right there. Remember, the stop loss isn't important. The price isn't important. The fact that we put a stop loss there, that's what's important, because that's what's going to help you from exploding your account. That's what's going to help you from, if anything happens and there's a huge price move, that's going to protect. But the chances are we're not going to let it go to the stop loss. We're going to cut it off. Probably if it breaks below this point right here, that's when we're going to cut it off. This is just room to play with. Already, look, we're in. Kind of sad that it happened so fast and we didn't get a chance to add size. So let's keep on. Okay, let's add size there. We're at 150. I'm getting a weird feeling. I'm not going to add size. I'm just going to kind of go with it. Because this is starting to get me a little bit worried. Probably close it now. All right, I can close it now. But I'm going to let it go. Bam. Like a hot knife through butter. I'm as surprised as anybody else that it almost feels like it's too easy. But I guess I gotta add a preface here, which I should have added at the beginning. I've been trading for a year and a half now, and it's almost going on 2 years. It'll be 2 years this summer, sometime in June. I've been trading for 2 years. But for the last couple of months, I want to say three to 2 months maybe, I have just been replaying and replaying. I have been in Forex Tester, just testing. I am in it like a full-time job. I am constantly trying to understand the market. This style that I'm showing you right now, this didn't happen overnight. This is a lot of mistakes. This is a lot of practice. This is a lot of honing. And if you want to be a good trader, that is what you have to do. You have to be in it. You have to be practicing consistently every day, every night, whenever you get a free moment. If you're spending a lot of time scrolling on social media, or if you're spending a lot of time playing video games, you need to stop. If you're serious about becoming a successful and profitable trader, you need to stop all that silliness and start making this your life. This has to be the thing that consumes your ever waking moment. And then when you get burned out, like if I've gone through like a 4-hour trading training session and my brain is fried, guess what I'll do? Then I'll open social media and scroll, or then I'll plug in Tony Hawk Pro Skater and then hit a few goals. Like, I'll just let my brain kind of vegetate for a while. But it's not until I have put my time in learning the market. And that is also another hard lesson that a lot of people don't want to learn, because they don't want to dedicate the time to developing a technique, developing a strategy. They want to learn someone else's strategy. They want somebody else to show them how to trade. But like I said before, that is not how it works. You cannot trade someone else's strategy. What you can do is learn from their strategy, adapt it, and use it to create your own. So Jean helped me out a lot with this, helped me figure this out, was very, very insightful at all of this. And he does a thing where on his channel, you can watch him use his strategy, and he does it on the Euro USD, and he's already doubled his account in like, what was it? I think in 2 months he doubled his account. It was like a $2,000 account, or I think he started with $1,000, and now he's up to like $4,000. And it's just 3 pips, 3 pips, 3 pips. That's how big his trades are. But it's a strategy that works for him. And I tried that strategy. I had some success, but I wasn't always successful. There was just something about it that I couldn't adapt to it. And that's how I developed this one. So I don't recommend anybody try this because it's, just from experience, it's not your strategy. But learn from it. I mean, try it a little bit, see if it works for you, and adapt. I had this quote unquote spiritual guru, Duncan Trussell, and he said once that when listening to philosophy or religion or spirituality, he's like, take what works for you from any of that, from church or from school or from Buddha or Jesus or anyone. Take what works for you and then discard the rest. You don't need all of it. You just need what works for you. And I brought that mindset into trading. I take what works for me, and what doesn't work for me, I discard it. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with using things that are valuable to you. Because look, we're almost up $200 just in this. And this is how I made $100. I actually made $200 because I lost $100. And then I made it back. And then some last night in my evaluation. So my evaluation's going pretty good. I just got to do it 10 more days or 9 more days. And this is the strategy I'm using. I'm not trying to catch these big runs. I'm just trying to catch these small little movements, incremental, 5 points. And if I go in drawdown, then I just add a little bit more unless things go against me. So I hope this was insightful. I hope I've encouraged or inspired new traders out there to, you really got to dedicate your life to it. You got to I'm dedicating my life to it right now so that in a few months, I'll have nothing but free time. I can trade a couple hours a day and then 22 hours are left to do whatever I want. That's my goal. But right now, I got to be in it 24/7, constantly thinking about it, constantly practicing, and just trying to get better. And that's how you should be. I would recommend you do the same. So we're going to wrap it up right now with our $187 of profit and call it a day. Because I couldn't be happier. It's, 7:40? So Tokyo should be open right now. And I might jump in. We'll see. But other than that, I will see you in the charts. And always remember, neurons that wire together. Good grief, how did I mess that up? Neurons that fire together, wire together. I'll see you next time. It's not bad, huh? Not bad at